There are two arguments I get when this happens, and one of them I'm sure you've heard before is the architecture defense. The architecture defense is when someone argues that 16th century structures supersede Goth music because Gothic cathedrals existed before Bauhaus. The Gothic period in history and the Goth subculture exist as entirely separate entities. Your entire argument is that you identify as a building. The Gothic period and what came out of it and the Goth subculture are two entirely different things. Anarchy predates punk music by centuries, and punk is a music-based subculture just like Goth. Does that mean anyone can be punk, despite not listening to the music? What about metal? Pointing out that a value or concept that influenced a subculture existed before the subculture, it doesn't create a loophole that negates its core and allows people free reign to come in and start rearranging furniture. It's presented in a way that's meant to disprove Goth and our entire love for the subculture that we exist in, but it's not only dismissive, it's also incredibly diminishing to its history and the people therein. It's just freaking mean. Oh, and we have all heard the evolution argument. This is just evolution. Everything evolves. See, the problem is Goth has become the catch-all term for anything alternative these days. So people attach themselves to the whole idea when they really don't have any connection to it, because it's more palatable to the mainstream because of its association with things that are mystical, enchanting, sexy. Vampires, corsets, Elvira, Morticia, all these things that the mainstream just eat right up. And let's face it, big titty crust punk girlfriend doesn't really have the same ring to it. I mean, can you imagine Kim Kardashian running around with like Liberty spikes? We like the concept, but rather than just adopt the style, which is totally fine, because as goths, we don't hold the patent on dark themes. You like the clothes? Cool, so do we. We understand why. Why the hell wouldn't you? Wear it, go forth, have fun with it. However, it's not just the fashion, because the fashion for them is not enough. So the thing that those outside the subculture do not realize is that goth has evolved. It's evolved very organically, and if you look at it from the beginning until now, you will see those vast differences. However, you can see that it evolved in such an organic way that it maintained that same spirit. Fashionably, musically, culturally, it's still very much the same, but you can see that evolution where it's come from to where it is now. So those who are trying to say, well, goth has evolved to, be anything that they want it to be, their view of evolution is it's just an open door for them to insert anything they want in it because they're so married to the label of goth because they love that concept. The irony and the frustrating part of all of this is the very people that seem to be most interested in this sort of thing is people who made the lives of goths in high school and later on an absolute living hell, making fun of us, tormenting us because we were the freaks. They call themselves goth and claim to be innovators while trying to take the damn thing over. So here they come into the very safe space that we've been occupying all this time, drop their suitcases and say, well, looks like we're roomies, time to make some changes around here. No, you're not.